Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video today I'm so excited to show you how I created this look in collaboration with 2K to celebrate the launch of Borderlands 3. This is my interpretation of a female psycho and kind of a recreation of the cover of the game. I hope you guys enjoy. It's super fun and simple but a little bit time consuming, so let's just get started. To create the mask, I'm using a dust mask that I got from a hardware store. Now I just trimmed the edges to make it a little bit smaller, and to adhere that to my face I'm taking some skin tape that you can get from the drugstore. I'm then going to run around the edges of that with liquid latex, just stippling that on to kind of blend it out into the skin. To give it more of a seamless blend, I'm taking single plies of tissues, ripping them up into strips and then just applying them over the top of the edge. Getting that nice stipple texture and ripped edge is really going to seamlessly blend it down instead of having a really harsh line. So as you can see here, I'm just dabbing that away. I repeated this step about 2 or 3 times and let it all dry. The quickest and best way is with a hairdryer set to cool, but if you've got time you can just let it naturally dry as well. Next I'm going to create a slight brow bone, so to keep my brow hairs safe I'm taking a non-toxic glue stick and running that through the hairs, ensuring that they're all nice and coated. I'm then going to brush them upwards with a spoolie to get them nice and flat to my face. After I've done that I'm going to let them dry down and repeat that step twice, just to make sure that all of the hairs are covered so they don't get ripped out with any liquid latex. To create our angry looking brows, I'm first stippling latex straight over the top of the dried glue. I'm then going to take some cotton wool balls and tear them up into long strips and start to apply them straight over the top. It's really important that you saturate them pretty wet with the latex, so all of the way through, so you can start to sculpt and mold them down. I'm using the end of a brush and my hand to smooth it out. You don't have to do the brow bone prosthetic, but I personally think it really evens out the face, having something across the forehead and then also on the mouth. What I'm doing now is taking a contact lens case lid, that's a bit of a tongue twister, and I'm going to apply it on either side of the mask to give it the rest of the features. So what I'm doing is just saturating some cotton wool in a donut shape, and then I'm going to tear it apart a little bit and place the lid on the inside and blend the edges down. Prosthetics like this are super easy to make and really cost effective. I only had to buy the dust mask, which was a couple dollars, and the contact lens lids were just from an old case that I was going to throw out anyways. Cotton wool and latex you can also pick up for quite cheap. Once your liquid latex is all nice and dry, you need to powder it down with some baby powder to set everything in place. It also mattifies it and helps paint stick on the top later on. Now, because I didn't think it would be easy to paint on top of plastic, I pre-painted little pieces of cardboard and then just cut them out and stuck them over the top of the mask. I've never really done that before and this technique seemed to work really well. I used my regular cream makeup to paint it and it didn't soak through or turn out weird, so I'm going to really recommend that you guys give that a try. I'm then going in and looking at reference photos to get the mask as symmetrical and even as possible, really trying to get it nice and accurate. I went in and marked out some of the drawings and then started to fill it in with a nice metallic paint, and as you can see the contact lens case lids are just so cool. They have that real gear texture on the side and when you paint them it really brings that out. So I'm just going in here and adding in some details. You can all make it your own and go in and create your own shapes, but I really wanted to just recreate this to the best of my abilities. So after I've applied some shading I'm going in with some white paint and highlighting to really bring that forward. Again, looking at the photos, I'm just mapping out all of the black pieces of the mask and then starting to fill that in with colour and taking an orange water-based paint and really carefully painting inside those lines. And as you can see, because we set that latex, everything just applies nice and smoothly over the top. Taking a pale blue cream paint, I'm applying that on my eye sockets and this is going to be a base for my eyeshadow. So today I wanted to create a really glam version of this female psycho, so obviously we're going to go a little bit over the top. I've popped that down and then going to take an eyeshadow palette using the white, black and blue. I'm going to pop the white on my lid to really open up the eyes. I ran the blue through my crease just like I usually would, and then I popped on some lashes and eyeliner off camera. It's really beautiful. I didn't end up using the black for shading, but I will use it throughout the mask later on. I'm then going back in with a square brush and really defining and filling out all of that cell shading and going in with the thick black lines to really border off the mask. As you guys can see, it's starting to really come together now that we've got a lot of the features down. I'm then going to take a cream paint and start to fill that in, just in all of the areas where the mask should be. Keeping in mind not to go over your black lining, you might have to clean it up later as you go. I did not include any footage of me doing that because I pretty much went over everything once I filled it in. To create softer shading on my nose, I'm going back in with that black eyeshadow on a fine detailed brush, and I'm starting to run that down either side of my nose. Because we had a cream makeup on the base, the eyeshadow is going to blend really softly over the top, so I'm just going back and forth and really straightening up that nose and giving it a little bit of definition, and then applying a highlight straight down the center. I decided to do red tattoos today. You can also do brown, it's just personal preference. I really thought that it went well with the roses on the cover, so I lightly mapped that out and then went in with a small brush and started to fill it out. I wanted them to be really vibrant and big, so I really filled up most of my chest area. You can also apply these all over your arms and legs. It really helps bring the costume and character to life. I did put some on my arms as well, but I didn't put any footage in the video. You can kind of just paint yourself and go mental with this. It is so much fun and the designs are really quirky and cool. To finish off the makeup portion of this video, I'm taking that same square brush and black paint and heavily outlining my features. I'm starting on my neck and my collarbones. I then went on to do my breasts and my shoulders as well. You can continue this down onto your abs, your legs, pretty much cover up your whole body, even get someone to do your back and your ears. That would be quite cool. For my costume, I just wrapped myself up in some bandages and popped on a pair of gloves. This is so epic and so much fun. I really enjoyed getting into character and I have been playing the game quite a bit. It is so much fun. I popped in a pair of blue contact lenses as well to really mimic those glowing eyes, but I also preferred the brown. They were really scary and creepy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you recreate my work, please tag me on Instagram. I would absolutely love to see it. Tell me down below who your favorite character is in the game and what you would like to see from me next for Halloween. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.